about 3 things that you need in your business right now. And you guys know you wanted a breakdown of the Audience Builder worksheet. So we're going to dive into that. So if you're new here, my name is Shayla Vernato. I am a business strategist. What the heck does that mean? That means I help women who are working in their purpose, entrepreneurs, master their message, find their ideal audience online, and create a clear offer that sells. So this is a little bit about me. I'd love to hear about you. So if you're watching this replay, drop in the comments. And if you're on live, say hello, say what's up. So today we're going to talk about the 3 things that are missing in your business right now. I have been getting we've had a lot of conversation recently across the internet. There's a lot of like coaches and people doing stuff out there these days. And you know what? If there's one thing that I have seen repeatedly people missing in their business is these 3 things. And over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to talk about each of them. Okay. So I'm going to start and just tell you what the 3 are. And I promise today we said that we would talk about the Audience Builder worksheet. And so that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to talk a little bit about it, why it's important to have the answers to those questions. And then on top of that, not just having the answers, but really diving deep and having a deep understanding of who your audience is. Okay. So first things first, the 3 things missing in your business are having clear, defined audience so that you know where they are, understanding what your message is and mastering it so that your ideal audience can understand it too, and having a clear offer. So obviously, those are the 3 things that are missing. And today, look, I'm watching Facebook in case anybody joins. Hey, what's up, Classy K? In case Facebook, look, I'm watching the Facebook comments. So Facebook, if you have anything or you have any questions, just let me know. And also, if you're on Facebook or IG, hit that share button. Send it off to some of your friends and let them know that you're tuning in to the midday show. All right. So listen up. When it comes to your audience, there's a few reasons why it's so important to define them. The first reason is if you don't know who your audience is, they're not going to know who you're talking to. So a lot of times we think that we can just hop online and just start talking, not have any type of established relationship, right? Online. Who are you talking to? Who is your product or service for? Who are you targeting, right? And I'm going to tell y'all something. This is one of the biggest areas that entrepreneurs get wrong. That's how you end up creating products and services that nobody wants to buy. That's how you end up making offers that nobody takes advantage of. It's how you send emails that nobody's responding to, right? So do you guys have your Audience Builder worksheet with you? What's up? We got quite a few people watching on Facebook and IG. Hey, Sensational Flames. Say hello. Say hello. So I want to know, I asked you guys a couple weeks ago, do you know who your customers are? And you guys were like, no, can we talk about it? Can we go over it? So that's exactly what we're going to do. So I want all of you to grab your worksheets. Do y'all have it with you? Because I'm going to break it down for you guys why it's so important. My iPad apparently wants to act a fool today. Okay. It's still acting a fool. We just going to go with it. Y'all know what? Technology is just, this is a part of entrepreneurship. I just want y'all to know, like, get used to it. Between the internet and Wi-Fi, stuff just does not rally when you need it to all the time. And that's okay. You just keep going, right? Okay, so when it comes to the Audience Builder worksheet, especially the one that I created for you guys, I put a lot into that worksheet. And this is why. Because a lot of times when it comes to us defining, right, who we're talking to, and this is the worksheet you guys should have up. You get it with the email. Look, I made it nice and pretty. It's all branded for y'all. Y'all have your worksheet up? If you don't have this worksheet up, you definitely want to make sure you're on my email list because I send it out for free, right? I want to help you be great, okay? So I do a little intro, which is who are you talking to, which is a little bit about what we just talked about. Who are you talking to? Who are you creating this business for? And even when you're being personable, right? Like I know that my target audience is women. So you guys will see me talking my stories. I'll talk about girl stuff, like the fact that I love my New York and Company subscription box. When I find new earrings, I'm now a plant mom, right? So like stuff like that. Yes, Sensational Flame said, let me go get it. Good. So you guys know, like and I'm able to be personable because I have a clear, defined audience. I know who my people are. I'm here to help women entrepreneurs find their people, master their message, and create an offer that sells. That's what I do, right? But I also know a little bit more about her. And so your audience is important because it helps you visualize how you need to talk to them when you're online, what you need to say in email so that they actually open them. And it also helps you be able to connect with them. If you haven't defined who they are, you're not going to be able to do that. Okay. So, and if you are watching, we are going over the audience builder worksheet, which you can get when you join my squad. So if you don't have it yet, just go ahead and you can join my squad afterwards. Today, we're going to go over it a little bit. So one of the things that is important to define, and I'm going to sit this down because I can talk through it, but you want to make sure that you get clear on the prototype. And I say prototype, you can say avatar, you can say whatever. Get clear on them, right? What's her name? How old is she? What does she do for work? And you're probably like, well, Shayla, why is that important? That's important because when it comes to you planning your content, sending emails, making posts on Instagram and Facebook, that kind of stuff, you need to know, is she at home right now? Or is she at work? Is she going to see this later? Should I post this maybe later on in the evening after she's gotten the kids to bed? Does she have kids? Is she a single woman? Would she be a happy hour around 4 or 5? So that means I should go live during the day so that she can catch me when she's on her lunch break. Those kind of decisions that you're going to make in your business to create marketing that connects is all about knowing when she's available. And even in COVID, right, that hasn't changed because she's still working. She might not be going to happy hour, but she's still working. And if she gets off at 5 o'clock and instantly calls her best friend, then that's something you might want to be thinking about. Okay, so she might not be available then. But when she's in bed around 8 o'clock scrolling, maybe that's when I need to post. See how you make those marketing decisions based on your audience? That's important, right? All right. How many of you at least know your audience occupation? Like what she's doing during the day, when she's available? Do you have any idea or have you ever even thought about it? Let me know. Okay. So there's that. Now, next on the worksheet, it dives into address, location, and where she is, right? And I didn't do income. So it talks about address, location, and income. We're going to talk about why both of those are important. Her location is important because let's say you're like, you know what? My goal is to get good in my city and offer events and offer experiences. And I want her to be able to show up whenever I host something. Okay, that's good to know. And I'm going to tell you why that's good to know. Because when you start planning around her schedule, you're going to be tapping into what's happening in your city, right? Or tapping into where she would be. So let's say you are offering an event for women, a women's empowerment event. And your target is a Black woman who's in her 40s and she's single. And I'm going through this. I'm giving y'all this example for a reason, you know, and she's got a disposable income. She's far in her career and she enjoys a good girl time, right? And you decide to do something in July. Who knows what you should be avoiding in July? Essence Fest. Is your target audience an Essence Fest kind of girl? Because if so, and you plan your event the same weekend, guess what? You just lost out on your audience. You have to give her a reason to want to come out. But on top of that reason, you got to make sure she's available, right? So knowing her geographic location and her hobbies and interests is important. Okay. Her income level is important because that is what you are going to think about when it comes to how much disposable income she may have for what it is that you're offering and how important it is your product or service something that she's going to drop a couple thousand on? Or is your product or service something that she's going to buy and she's going to need a little more incentive to keep buying, right? Things you got to think about. But one thing you can't think about, let me just go ahead and throw this nugget in there. You cannot let her budget determine your cost. Okay? Don't let other people's budget determine how much you charge for your business. I was talking to a potential client the other day. I actually am going to be responding to her email, so shout out to her if she's watching. But her and I were chatting before the day before that. Anyway, and as we were chatting, she told me her price. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I am the kind of coach and strategist that's always going to be 100% honest with you. I told her that is way too cheap. And she was like, really? I was like, yes. Like, I just finished looking at another guy's quote that he sent me, and it was literally way higher than yours. You have to make sure that when you are setting your prices, you are taking into consideration you first, not just your customer. A lot of times we think about the customer and we think, oh, hey, Safari. Oh, we think, oh, she might not want to pay that. It's the Rona. She might not be able to afford that. Y'all, I have seen people signing up for $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 programs since the Rona started. So don't think that you can't also ask for your value. A lot of entrepreneurs can't hit the level of success that they want because they're too afraid to raise their prices. You have to understand that you have a unique position on this planet. Nobody else is you. Nobody else is you. So whatever you're creating, it's authentic to you and it's going to be authentic for your customer. So you want to make sure that when you are making that offer, okay, what's up, Melissa? When you are making that offer, you want to make sure that you are being completely honest with yourself and with your customer. Let's say you make candles, and I'm gonna use Sensational Flames as an example because she's on. Let's say she's making hand poured soy wood wick candles, and mind you, she's not Bath and Body Works. She's doing this herself, right? Everything at home in her lab. It takes her an hour to make a good candle. It don't make sense for her to charge Bath and Body Works prices. It doesn't. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to charge prices of a large company because you're not a large company yet. You're a small company. You're an entrepreneur. Okay? So y'all, please don't be afraid to raise those prices and charge your worth. What's up, PNK? Hey, Soror. So that's number one. I want you guys to be ready when it comes to raising these prices, because once y'all go through this worksheet, you're going to realize, you know what? I'm not charging enough. I'm creating something special and I'm not charging enough. Okay. We're going over the audience builder worksheet today. It is free when you join my squad. So all you got to do is tap the link in my bio. It's free. And it's really important. It's one of the 3 things that you need in order for your business to grow and be successful. And that's knowing who your audience is and where to find them, having a clear message, and having an offer that sells. Okay. So this week we're talking about audience, defining them, where to find them, all that good stuff. Okay. If you are just logging on, let me know in the comments. Do you know where your ideal audience is online? Do you know where they are? Do you know what to say to them? Do you have trouble with crafting your captions or creating content that you feel like they are connecting with and they understand? All right. Do you have any trouble with that? Let me know. And Facebook, I want to hear from you too. Drop in the comments. Let me know. Like, do you have trouble with that? So a couple of weeks ago, I asked and the answer was yes. So that's why we're going over these 3 things. Okay. All right. So the next things that are in this worksheet are family life, hobbies, TV shows, what's their favorite music, describing her perfect Saturday. I always use her because my target audience is women, but if your target audience is men, you can say his perfect Saturday. Where does she go for motivation? Where does she shop? Now, and it asks a whole lot more really, really personal questions, right? Like, what's her favorite thing to drink in the morning, after work, before bed? Is she spiritual or religious? What are her favorite Instagram accounts? That stuff matters. That stuff matters. Okay. Does she like YouTube? How much time does she spend on social media? Right? These things are important because when you start to get to know your customer in a more intimate way, and I mean the nitty gritty details, you're able to create content that she actually can connect with, right? You say, yes, you know who they are, but you struggle with content. Tell me what about content is it that you're struggling with? Do you not know what to post or what to write when you post? Or tell me where you're struggling with your content. Sensational Flame says, I have no clue. And if you guys want to send any questions, you guys know you can send them and hit the little question box or whatever. Okay. You can submit a question and I'll answer it. All right. So you want to dig into the nitty gritty of these details and this information, because when it comes to actually being able to offer value that she can connect with, you got to get to know her. It's just like planning a date. You guys know I love comparing getting to know your customer with dating because it's kind of the same. What's up, Facebook? Y'all, Facebook is quiet today. Getting to know your customer and getting to know a significant other, it's kind of the same thing. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you can think of your content and your posts as the opportunity to take your clients on a date, to take your customers on a date, right? This is your chance to reel them in. What's up, D? This is your chance, your opportunity to give them what they want. Okay. So yes, email reminder. Y'all see that? D came, she was reminded by email, so she showed up. I got something for y'all. Don't leave to the end because I got something for you today. All right. So knowing this kind of information is important. How does a guy plan the ultimate date? If you're a guy who's watching, this is some free gems for you. Okay. So if a guy is going to take you out on a date, he need to know about you, right? He need to know what you like. He need to know if you like flowers or if you don't. If you do, what kind? He need to know what kind of food you like. Are you allergic? Should he take you on a date to a yoga class, or should he take you on a date to a steak dinner? Are you vegetarian? Are you vegan? He needs to know all that. He cannot plan a successful date until he gets down to the nitty gritty of who you are, right? It's the same thing with your audience. And that's the part that most entrepreneurs are getting wrong. You have to date them, right? Pink Boutique says, I struggle with content to get them engaged. I host a virtual happy hour and that gives me some insight. Very good. So if you're hosting virtual happy hour, because look, can't none of us go to happy hour these days, right? When it comes to hosting that virtual happy hour, you're giving her a chance to connect with her. You should be asking a ton of questions so that you can know what it is that she needs from you next, right? Maybe she needs a cute little lounge outfit, right? And if you ask her what you've been wearing lately, she's going to respond and tell you, oh, I've been looking for lounge pieces, or, oh, I've been looking for this, right? What's up, Kelly? So in order to be able to reel them in, you got to get to know them. But it starts with defining them. I know for me, I like to work with entrepreneurs who are believers because I'm a believer. Listen, God is the pilot on this here ship. Okay, right? But I also like to work with entrepreneurs who understand that I may curse a little. Listen, you're going to get this. I'm going to tell you nothing but the unadulterated truth. You're going to get this. Right? I like to work with entrepreneurs who like to have fun, right? I'm all about laughing and having a good time, but I also like hard workers. I like really hard workers because that's what I am, and that's what I'm gonna make you do when it comes to giving you this strategy. Okay. Does your audience watch YouTube? My ideal client doesn't watch a ton of YouTube. That's not where she's looking for her inspiration. And who is she following on Instagram? People who are like me that started years ago. Look, I'm late to the building my online business here for business strategy. I did it all face to face. So Rona made me have to pivot and go this route, right? But she's following women who've already been doing this. And when I check all of the accounts of the women that work with me, guess what? She's following them. So by defining who she was before I even got started, I already had clarity in what I needed to talk about, what I needed to offer, and what she needs in her business in order to see it grow. Okay. So How much time does she spend on social media is a really, really important one. You can Google this. These are all things that you can Google based on who your ideal client or customer is. Hey, Sherelle. Sherelle says she's multitasking. Okay, cool. Who else is on Facebook? Facebook say, hey, look. I know y'all see me. I'm in my natural state today. No makeup. It was hot. It's hot in my house. I don't know why I'm so hot today, but it was hot. So here we go. Yes, Dee said, I love that checking out who she's following, even outside of the hashtags. Exactly. You need to know who she's following so that you can be checking up on what she's connecting with. See, if you know who your ideal customer is following, you can check their comments and see, oh, let me see what she's up to. How did she respond to this caption? If she responded that way to that caption, you know you need to make one similar, right? Y'all have to start thinking this is a long game of building a successful business that nobody is telling entrepreneurs, and I can tell based on the content or lack thereof that's being created. So here we go. Her time on social media. You need to know when she's free, when she's not free. A lot of my clients are busy during the day. So that's why I go live at 12 o'clock, because at 12 o'clock, usually we're all on lunch break. I know I sacrifice eating for you guys. Okay. And I am hungry. So, but she's free, right? She's got a second. She's grabbing a sandwich, something like that. So she's got a moment to listen and get this knowledge that I'm sharing with her. Okay. What type of magazines does she read? Is she a magazine reader? Does she like that kind of stuff? Right. So I know a lot of you, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I'm the founder of Black Girls Wine, right? That audience has skyrocketed over the last couple of months. But I've been building it for almost 4 years. And the way that I have connected with my audience is by knowing exactly who she is. My audience over at Black Girls Wine, she's the kind of woman that's reading Essence magazine because she grew up with it. Her mom read it. Her grandma read it. She misses the old Jets, right? She loved Girlfriends. She loved Living Single. And she's watching the reruns these days because there's no other great girlfriend shows on TV right now. She may or may not watch a few episodes of Insecure, but my target audience on BGW is also a little older than me, right? So that's the kind of stuff that you got to think about. This is the long game of building your business. And if you can't create content, you can't get engagement if you aren't thinking about what she's into. You just can't, right? My target audience, typically, I mean, people tend to hire people that look like them. So a lot of times, even on my business, on this platform, on this page, I talk about Black culture because that's who hires me. Black women, right? Look, Alyssa says she watches Living Single weekly. See? I know y'all. I love Girlfriends. When it comes on, I have it set to record. I watch all the old episodes, and my husband be like, "You have seen this already," and I'm like, "I know, but who gets tired of Girlfriends? Like nobody, right?" And when it comes to thinking about like, okay, and why does she connect with that? Because she loves to hang out with the girl. She's a girlfriend's kind of girl. So that's how all my emails sound. That's what my content sounds like. Girl, right? I love Maya because Maya always speaks the truth on Girlfriends. I watch Girlfriends and Living Single too. See? Are you guys catching on? Are you catching on? It's on Amazon? Really? Oh my God, I gotta go get it. Look, I gotta go get it because I need all the episodes of Girlfriends and Living Single. Okay. Shout out to Desert Magazine. But are you guys catching on? You see what's happening here? I'm literally giving you guys an example of how important this is, right? This audience worksheet. I have you guys clearly defined and just mentioning a show. We're all connecting over that, right? Oh, that's my kind of girl. I love Girlfriends. I love Living Single, blah, blah, blah. Guess what? That's content. That's engagement. Now, if I make a post about missing girlfriends, all my people, because y'all my people, y'all gonna be commenting like, oh my gosh, yes, oh, I missed that show too. Oh, that's that engagement, right? They have to like you in order to buy from you. And you can't create a good offer and you can't create a clear message if you don't start with who you're talking to. Okay, you need it. Yes, you tried Tyler Perry's Sister, but it's not working. Girl, let me tell you something. I tried it. I couldn't get into it. It was not. I just feel like the old shows like Girlfriends and Living Single and stuff like that, I feel like those women just, I don't know how to explain it. Because even Insecure, like I like Insecure, I've watched it, but it's just not the same. I feel like the lessons and stuff that they were learning on Girlfriends and on Living Single, it was like everyday life stuff that they had to learn. But to me, they were smart about how they articulated what was next. Like, how do I solve this problem? How do I be a good friend? How do I be a good girlfriend? How do I? To me, it just felt a little more organic versus like now. Sometimes I'd be watching Insecure, like, y'all are all dumb. This is not working for me. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like Joan and Lynn and Maya, they were aspirational, right? I feel like the ladies that are out right now, they're not aspirational. Who didn't want to be Joan in that big ass house? The attorney? Like, you were just like, okay, Joan is goals, right? I can't. Like, Issa and them not my goals. Them girls on Sisters definitely are my goals. Sleeping with other folks' husbands, staying with deadbeat daddies. My friends aren't like that. I don't know. Are y'all? I mean, so I don't connect with that content. So you had to think about it. What's goals? What's goals for your ideal client and customer, right? Let me see. I love John and Tony. Me too. I will complete the worksheet and improve my content. Good. Yes. So what kind of books is she reading? Is she a reader, right? What's her BFF's name? How do they meet? What do they like to do together? Okay. Is she into politics? Something to note. My ideal clients and customers, my women, my people, they may be into politics, but they don't dive too deep into it. I don't either. So if somebody is like, I want politics with my business advice and my life advice, okay, well, this isn't the place for you because I'm not going to talk about it. Not that into it. Alyssa, Issa stresses me. Let me tell you something. Issa stresses me and Molly stresses me. This past season, I was just like, oh my God. I'm like, if these people don't communicate, but you guys know what? Fact about life, we don't teach women how to communicate healthily in friendships, and that's why women have such a hard time holding on to friends, because a lot of times it's just a matter of having a conversation. And honestly, what you practice in your friendship, you will repeat in marriage. So, but that's a whole nother story. That ain't what we talking about right now. So I want you to describe her, right? Describe her in 5 words. Who is she? Talk about her. What is it about your girl or your people, if your ideal client customer is men, what is it about your people that will make them connect with you because you connect with them? What is it? Describe them in 5 words. And then think about that woman and what it is that she would enjoy. What can she take from you and walk away with and do exceptionally, improve her life? How can you make her life better? Now that you know all about her, how can you make her life better? Okay. This worksheet and put out a new version. So if you have it, I love Insecure. I related because I struggled to communicate with friends in the past. I agree. And this is the thing. I will say I believe in having the hard conversations. If it's one thing that I have learned in marriage and in friendship, just woman up and have the conversation. A lot of times it's a pure misunderstanding and you have to be able to be accountable. But neither one of them, Molly is like never accountable. So their friendship doesn't ever work on Insecure. But you got to be able to be accountable and you got to be able to woman up and just have a conversation, right? Same thing in business. You got to be able to woman up and have a conversation. I have no problem with being like, girl, that's not working. It's going to keep not working, right? So I know how important you guys know email marketing is. Alyssa, one of my girlfriends, is an email marketing expert. She helps people like make big money, right? So when it comes to email marketing, I can tell you guys, it was one thing that I've mastered in the last decade is how to create a bomb email. And you know what? You can't create a bomb email until you know who your woman is. You got to define her, because you won't even know how to talk to her if you don't get this right. It literally starts with your audience. That's the magic and being able to create connection, engagement, and growth in your business. It starts with your audience, okay? And that's something that I'm going to preach to y'all until I can't preach no more. All right. So make sure you download this worksheet. Now I'm going to tell you guys something. If you're in the academy, I want you to get super freaking excited. Okay. Y'all probably already got the email this morning. If you're in the academy, you get this class for free. If you're not in the academy, don't worry. I'm opening it up to everybody. All right. An email is going to go out later today and a post is going to go up later today, and it'll be available for you to register. I tripled my income this month. Tripled it. And I tripled my income with emails. I ain't do nothing else different. Nothing. Matter of fact, I actually haven't even been consistent posting on Instagram because I've been so busy writing emails. End of June, you can go back and look at my page. Look at BGW. That end of June got a little shaky. That's because I was working on emails. I tripled my income. And I'm going to teach y'all how to do it. Because I know that a lot of times we think that email marketing is like this big ambiguous thing. It's not. It's not. It's not as hard as y'all are making it. And so what I'm going to do is break down the anatomy of an email. This is a masterclass. What's the academy? That's such a good question, Alyssa. Thank you for asking. So Hustle Forward Academy is an academy that I opened in June. Membership is closed right now. You can get on the wait list by joining the squad. Okay. So the Hustle Forward Academy is an academy that I started. Membership is going to reopen in August, and you'll be able to join and you'll be able to get access to all these masterclasses that I teach every month for free. Okay. That's what the academy is all about. I'm teaching what I know to help build women entrepreneurs. And on top of the classes, you also get group coaching. So every month we have a call, we get on, and we're breaking down what's happening in your business. We're talking about the improvements that you need to make. We're talking about what steps you need to take next. We're talking about what offers you need to make, right? And mastering that. So the academy doors reopen in August. And the good thing about being in the academy is if you can't make it to class, you get the replays, right? And let me tell you. So last week I talked to them about how to create emails that sell. That was last week. Okay. So this week on Thursday, tomorrow at 4:00, I am teaching them the anatomy of a great email. And I'm going to give y'all my subject. I'm going to give you subject lines. I got a subject line cheat sheet that I have created for you guys. I'm giving y'all subject lines. Go listen, you're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So these subject lines, listen, y'all, I have learned how to get people to open emails. I am really, I'm real good about being like, oh girl, you need to see this, right? That is something that I have been able to master. And so I'm going to teach you guys the anatomy of a great email tomorrow. We are breaking it down. So I'm putting up the link later today if you want to get access to the class. Okay. Now in this class, you get the cheat sheet. You get the breakdown, but when you buy the class now, you also get the bonus. Okay. Facebook, let me know if you have any questions. Instagram, let me know if you have any questions. When you get the masterclass for tomorrow, you get the bonus. I'm going to give you the class from last week for the cost of tomorrow's class. And afterwards, after I teach it tomorrow, the price is going to double. I'm just letting you know. It's going to double because I'm adding last week's masterclass with it. You get emails that sell and you get the anatomy of a great email. Right? So that's your bonus for tomorrow's class. That link is going to go up at 4:00 today. So I just want you to get ready. Okay. I'm putting it out there. Now, go download this worksheet so that when you get the class, after you attend it, you can go ahead and download the Audience Builder worksheet. Okay. This is the Audience Builder worksheet, custom avatar. And I'm getting ready to remix this and make it all pretty. But right now, it's going to do exactly what it do. Okay. It's going to give you exactly what you need. But I just joined the squad. Where can I find the worksheet? You're going to get it via email. You're going to get it via email. Okay. So emails that sell is your bonus masterclass when you sign up for tomorrow's masterclass of the anatomy of an email. When I say I tripled my income this month and I'm still not done. Last night, if you guys saw me live with Alyssa, what was I doing? Sitting there writing emails. I scheduled 6 emails to go out for the rest of this week. just on one topic. That don't include the other emails they're going to get. Just on that one thing that I am trying to look, that I'm getting them, talking to them about, right? That one offer. There's 6 scheduled, but it's all about what's in them that gets people to click that button. Okay. So I'm going to teach y'all that. All right. So if you know you're interested, make sure you are on that list, because I'm literally scheduling the email to go out at 3. So my list people get the opportunity to sign up first. And then it'll post and go live on Instagram later on in the evening. Okay. That link is going up. And I only have 11. Did I add 11? I think I added 10 slots. That's it. So only 10 people are going to be able to take advantage of it. So if you're not on my email list and you don't get it first, you might miss out. I'm only adding 10 more slots. Okay. And the reason I'm only adding 10 more slots is because I want to make sure that I could help you. Alyssa said, okay, girl, bye. Right? Listen, y'all need this. And I think Alyssa can definitely be a testament. Alyssa, let me know if you want to come on live. Look, Alyssa is definitely a testament to the power of emails. People, listen, people hire Alyssa to write their emails for them. But I know that most entrepreneurs, y'all need help right now. You need help right now. Okay? So if you know, you ain't even, look, you like, girl, I got to get this together. Alyssa will tell you how important they are. Emails are huge. You're leaving money on the table if you are not using email marketing. That's how I tripled my income. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I did it tomorrow. I'm going to tell you what I did. I'm going to show you the emails I sent. You're going to get to see all of it in class. Okay? You can steal my subject lines if they're related to your business. You may not be able to, because they might not be related. And I'm also going to give you my subject line cheat sheet. I'm going to tell you how I come up with them, how I write them, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how to come up with your own. Okay? So that's what I got for y'all today. Does anybody have any questions? Y'all got any questions? Hustle Forward Academy is reopening. Nope, I look like Jesus didn't get on the cross. I can't with you. I can't with you. Look, I look crazy. Look, I don't even have any makeup on. Come on, friend. I don't have any makeup on. We're in this together. Look. But that's what's happening tomorrow. Make sure you're on the list, because the email goes out later today. Okay. As far as the customer avatar worksheet, that is actually, it comes out automatically when you sign up. And just as a bonus, I'll go ahead and attach it to the email that I'm sending later today, because it's in my thing. I can send it to y'all. Okay. Sorry, I sent you a message. We're in the same city. Oh, we are? You're in Richmond? You have a boutique in Richmond somewhere? How did I miss that? What chapter are you in? Look, we'll talk. Look, we're gonna talk about this. But yeah, so I want you guys to get in tomorrow's class. And I also want you to know that the Academy is reopening in August. And I got some good stuff. My 0 to 10K ebook is coming out next month. And I'm going to teach you guys how I grew my following by 10,000 subscribers in less than 30 days. I should say 60. I'll say 60 days. But BGW grew by 10,000 subscribers in less than 60 days. And I'm going to tell you guys exactly how I did it in the Academy next month. And the Academy is going to get the information at a supreme discount. The Academy is going to get 50% off of the ebook. So if you're not in the Academy, I don't know what to tell you. You're going to miss out on your discount code. Everybody else, they'll just buy it, regular price. But I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. And listen, I took some very strategic steps in building my audience over the last 4 years. And I'm going to tell you guys how I went from 0 to 10K, right? How long y'all been on Instagram? I went from 0 to 10K in 2 years. How long have y'all been on Instagram? I'm just here to help. So that's my goal. I am here to pour into you guys as much as I can. I love sharing the strategies and the information and the stuff that I do to grow my business. I love sharing that with y'all. I love it. So if you ever have any questions, Remember, when we're live every Wednesday, drop it in the little question box on Instagram and on Facebook. Y'all can just put it in the comments, right? So, all my life. Alyssa said she's been on Instagram all her life. It feels that. It feels that way. 3K followers. See, I'm going to help y'all. There is a method to the madness. There is a method to the madness. And I'm going to tell y'all what I did. And it's not something magical. Okay. I grew my following very organically. I ain't paid nobody. I didn't sign up for nothing. I just hit 26,000 on BGW. Was it yesterday? No, earlier this week. Because I think I'm at 26.6 now. Listen. And my personal following is growing. I think I added like 150 followers just last month. Listen, there's a method to the madness. And no, I don't post all day, every day, especially not over here. I don't have time. Look, running 2 businesses. I don't have time. So I'm going to teach you guys exactly what I do when I am online so that you can take those steps and do it too. And there is something that I have done that totally helped me grow my following more than anything else. And I did not pay for ads when I still don't have any ads running. I didn't pay for ads. I didn't do any of that to grow my following. I did do some very strategic things that do take some time. 20, 30 minutes a day. Sometimes I spend an hour because I know how effective it is. But there is a method to the madness. And I'm going to teach you guys next month. So I love y'all with the love of the Lord. I am out of here. I got to go get ready for class tomorrow. Finish getting ready, right? And get this email out so that you guys can go ahead and sign up for this 10K email strategy that I'm going to send you so that you can triple your income too. All right. I will holler at y'all. See y'all later. And let me go ahead and log off Facebook because it's always kind of weird when I have to reach over the computer.